Bonnie's website is ljlawlv.com. I think that stands for Las Vegas. ljlawlv.com. All right, so go check it out, and then let's see. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. I remember. I did look at this. I just didn't give you the feedback yet. So let's just start at the top and let's run through it. Okay. All right. And hopefully everybody can get a little something from this. So first things first, at the very top, I would delete I would move the phone number over to the right. I might make it a little bit bigger, maybe not, it doesn't matter. And then I would delete pretty much everything else, okay? You don't need any of that other information there. So the Facebook, the Twitter, it's like, you know, it's fancy. I think I might even have some of that up on mine, but what's important is that you really direct potential clients where you want them to go. So you want them to call you and set an appointment. So just have the phone number up there. That's it. Like inside of your featured image, that is good. Okay, that's something that you want is something like that. All right. Now, you go to the nav bar. It looks all right, and we're gonna have to talk about some things, though. And this is so the nav bar is fine. Or you can actually see your website in Spanish. That's kind of cool. Let me click on that. Interesting. Okay. Cool. So what I would do, so here's what I would do if I were you, by the way. So you have in your nav bar, you have Hablamos Español and you have in Español. I would just have one button. I would just have the black background, just have that be clickable instead of having it up here in your nav bar, because it's kind of gets in the way a little bit. Okay. Media videos. I would sort of get rid of your media video section, and I would make it a blog. And each one of your blogs would be one of your videos with text, you know, also explaining whatever you're talking about. You know, you're sort of missing out on opportunities to have multiple pages. You are missing out on opportunities to let people consume your content in written form, because they may not want to watch a video. Maybe they're at work or something like that. So I would do that as well. The contact button, I would not have drop down for terms of use. I would just put that at or sitemap, take the sitemap off, put that in your footer if you need to. All right. Sinclair Digital Solutions did not do a great job for you, by the way. No offense to them, but I don't like them. I don't like it. Okay, so now that we're out, all right, so by the way, I need to keep this up, I guess, so I can see feedback. Okay, so I like the picture of the two of you there. That's fine, that's great. What I don't like is that looking at this front page, I have no idea what it is that you do. I have no idea why I should be, how you can help me, right? Why am I talking to you? I guess people may find out if they get here in some way, but you need to, building relationships one client at a time, that is something that you are doing. That is not a benefit to the client. A benefit to the client is, we'll help you keep your kids, right? Pay less money in alimony, because I say that you do family law. Get out of, we'll stop, stop creditors calling you in 1 week or less. I don't know, you probably can't say that. But you got to talk to why are the people coming to you? Part of the thing that's going to make that difficult, and part of the reason that you have this very, very general building relationships one client at a time statement, is because you're doing things that are not congruent with each other. Real estate, bankruptcy, family law, right? So because you're doing all of these different things, it makes it difficult for you to speak directly to your clients. So what I would do is, if you can come up with something that, so for example, it looks like so it looks like at least though, with real estate, you're sort of maybe in the same line with your bankruptcy stuff. Um, I would try to come up with some benefit statement that is generally appealing to everyone. And then right under the feature image, I would have the things that you do, right? And if you look at my website, I think my website is probably decent. Let's see. Just to give you an idea, because it's hard to just explain while I'm talking. If you go to my website, right, yes. So if you go to my website, cmslawfirm.com, when you click under the, or when you scroll under the image, it says estate planning, probate, trust administration. I would put, bankruptcy, real estate, family law there, but make that clickable. And then what I would do is, okay, this is the next step. I would have them go to, I would have those links go to like ljlawlv.com/family law. And I would have it have its own, I would have it look like this homepage basically. Because what you can do over time is when somebody searches like Las Vegas family lawyer, your family law page will hopefully pop up at the top and it will look just like your homepage. And then you can speak directly to your family law clients right on that page, right? And then, so we're starting to get a little technical now probably, but what you can do with your blog is you can have one big blog where everything sort of is contained, and then you can create 3 categories. Category 1 is family law, category 2 is bankruptcy, category 3 is real estate. And then on your family law page, you can have a blog, and what that blog will show is only the family law category, right? So when somebody is searching for family law and they find you and they click on your links, it's only family law that they see, right? That's important because they don't care if you do bankruptcy. They don't care if you do real estate. If they need a family lawyer, that's what they want to know about. Can you help me there? All right, so that's what I would do step 1 at the very beginning. So that way if people find this main homepage, they can click away to what they need like right away, okay? I would delete the get in touch with us. I would delete this ask our lawyers, have a question. I would delete basically, I would delete all of it, okay? Below that thing that shows family law, and you're going to start to see some repetition here if you've been listening the past couple of weeks, but after you have that family law, bankruptcy, real estate, I'd have us right below that, testimonials, okay? Pop a couple testimonials in there right away. You want to build credibility, you want to build trust, you want to build, you can build expertise via testimonials. Because if somebody says you did a good job for them, that it sort of boosts you up, okay? Under that, I probably would have, under that, the blog synopsis. I mean, like if you look at mine, that's what I sort of have them flipped. I need to put my testimonials up at the top, honestly. I've got our estate planning work too. You can do that, but I definitely would just have the blog with your content on it there. And then, that might be enough. Your homepage doesn't have to have a lot. It just has to have the right stuff. And right now you're kind of missing some stuff. I definitely would take, so competitive fees, take that off. You're not competing on price. Okay, you're competing on service. You don't want, I know it's difficult when you're a bankruptcy firm and when you're a real estate sort of when you're helping people out when they have problems, but you cannot always just compete on price or you're racing to the bottom every single time. There are people going through bankruptcy who will pay you a little bit more if they can, right, than the cheapest person out there. So I would not work on that. I would not operate on price, particularly right at the beginning, right on your right at the top. Basically, you're saying we're cheap. Las Vegas full service law firm, like I just would redo this. I would just rewrite the copy, all of it with your ideal client in mind, So your jingle, that's Gray, that's cute. No, I'm kidding around. The jingle's fine. You need to just make more content. You need to have a good design. The jingle, if you don't, so not to poo-poo your jingle, but the only jingles matter if you're Coke. You have millions of dollars that you can just blast everybody. We have this guy here, and by the way, it's also too vague, by the way, right? You need to have, it needs to be more specific, because a perfect example is there's a guy here in Seattle, and if any of you are in Seattle, it's a DUI attorney, and he's just been blasting the radio for like probably a year at least, but he's got a phone number, 1-800-DUI-AWAY. And he's got these radio commercials and this 1-800-DUI-AWAY, right? And people they know that, boom. But they don't know, like, we make your problems go away. It's just not specific enough. You're not going to reach the people that you need to reach, okay? Okay, all right. So then the other thing I always want to look at when it comes to, so what you can do on this homepage, you can delete, if you put those 3 on the bottom, you can delete the practice areas at the nav, up on the nav bar. About us, let's see what about us. So what I would do, all right, so on the about us page, nobody cares about what so I want to apologize, Bonnie, because I'm not trying to be, I'm just sort of being to the point. I'm being just straight away, okay? So I'm just telling you my thoughts straight away. When I look at the About Us page, I don't really want to see all this same stuff that everybody else says, right? We offer a full range of legal services. We take pride, blah, blah, blah. That's what everybody says. What I want here is we started our firm for these reasons. We picked these practice areas for these reasons. These are our stories. This is why we care about you, okay? That's what the About Us page is built for. You have the ability to tell your story, tug at heartstrings, sort of create instant rapport with people. You got to go there, okay? You're gonna have to become, you need to become more transparent. You need to open up your thoughts. Okay, hold on a second. Here. Good.
Can I get your first name?
Chris.
Chris.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, can I just get a quick signature?
Yep.
Of course. Oops. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Amazon delivery, dude. We could do like an unboxing, but I don't know what it is. So I'm not going to open it just in case. All right. Okay. So yeah, 2 logos also. Yep. I'd agree with that, Scott. Okay. But anyway, so back to about our firm. You just had the opportunity to really tell your story. Okay. To get in touch with us, I'm going to talk, I would take off all this case evaluation form stuff, okay? What you'll be able to do if you set it up the way that I suggested is that within the family law page, you'll have a contact and it will take you to the family law questions that you want to have asked. So if you go to cmslawfirm.com / if you just click on, if you're on the site and you click on the contact us page, you'll see what I want it to look like, right? They can go and book a time to talk to you right there. So they don't have to send you a message and then you have to get back to them and they have to get back to you, blah, blah, blah. Like you just want to eliminate as many barriers to them getting in touch with you as possible. So what I also would do is you have your lawyers there on the right side. I would just make this about our firm. I would make it the whole thing. And then you guys get a chance to tell your stories right there. Don't make people click through if they don't need to. On your own personal page, again, first person, not Bonnie Leonardo as a founding partner of blah, blah, blah. I started this firm because I'm from blank, right? When I was in law school, I represented abused and neglected children. I had the opportunity in doing that to see XYZ, right? And it made me want to do this. Like when I tell people about why I started my firm, I say, look, I had kids. When I had kids, I immediately understood what legacy meant, right? I immediately understood how important it is to protect your kids. Like I knew that immediately, and I knew that that's something that I wanted to do, and I wanted to help other people secure for their own families, right? See how that just is more personal, and it actually is my own story. So it differentiates me from everybody else immediately. Because even if they have a similar story, they just don't tell it the same way that I do. All right. Okay. Let's see. I'm just clicking around here. Case studies, testimonials. Those are good. I would, oh, you got Las Vegas in the background. Okay, that's cool. I would consider, I mean, this is nitpicky though, what I'm going to say now. Again, same with the contact us form, the case evaluation form, I would just take that off. And then I make the contact form that type of form where they can just immediately reach out to you. Okay. Yeah, of course, you can listen to this later. This hopefully is helping everybody. Like every time we look at somebody else's website, there's just a new little thing that you see. So, it gives me something to talk about too anyway. All right. I mean, you're on the right track. We're just talking about like things that will like get you people coming to your booking consults. By the way, Bonnie, you're going to listen to this after you get out of court, but how cool would it be to be done with court, open up your email and see 2 more potential client meetings just got scheduled, for like later in the week. That's what I'm talking about. This setup will do for you. Okay. All right. Also, by the way, so this is something that a lot of people are guilty of. If you're going to have a contact email address, do not have it be info. That basically immediately says, I don't care about you. I don't want you clogging up my inbox with your stories. I'm going to send you to a random email address, and then I'm going to have it forwarded to me anyway. So just put your own email up there and just have them send you an email directly. I personally would just take that information off and have them book a phone call or a meeting via that contact form. Okay. All right. That's it. There's some other little minor things that you can do, but those are the big things that I would work on that could make a big difference. Okay. I would also, by the way, tell your people or ask them if you can eliminate the hyperlink on the signature for Sinclair Digital Solutions. I just don't like that. I think it's sneaky. I also don't know why they have the sitemap link on the site like that. I would almost just make that. I mean, that's just amateur. I would just make that if you really must have it linked, I would just make it a link, like I would make it clear so that you can't see it when you're looking at the page. Okay. All right. That's good though, I think. All right. So having done that, you guys have all had plenty of time to think of questions that you want to ask or things that you want to talk about. So give them to me.